Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a first impression review of the new fragrance Acqua Di Gio Elixir. This new Acqua Di Gio is perfumed by Alberto Marias, and I have gotten so many requests from you guys to share my thoughts with you on this one. And it's supposed to be a reinvention of Acqua Di Gio, maybe arguably one of the most iconic men's fragrances ever. And we'll see with this new flanker, we have this all black bottle, and in the scent we have notes of bergamot, nutmeg, aquatic notes, violet absolute, patchouli, leather, and vetiver. So I will say, the opening is like, it really just catches your attention. It is very pleasant. It feels very watery, like that first blast. And there's something that will trick you into thinking like cucumbers in the opening, like cucumber water in a way. Cucumbers in the ocean. Very fresh, aquatic, but very quickly it kind of turns into this like aftershave vibe, like a creamy, very foamy shaving cream. Slightly soapy too, even in the opening. And it kind of is going to give you an old school vibe because of that. Like the first thing that I thought when I smelled this, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, is my dad. Like, this smells like my dad. Like when I was a kid growing up, this is always what I picture him to smell like. Maybe something to do with the violet. And as this continues to dry, the violet just continues to bloom, and you can start to detect some more leather facets, but it's still very minimal. Even into the dry down, the leather is never like really in the forefront of this scent. Some people say that it's kind of like a fresh version of Dior Fahrenheit, kind of like a discontinued scent, Aqua Fahrenheit. And I can see some similarities. It doesn't really go quite as marine as typical Acqua Di Gio fragrances. It still feels blue, but toned down. To be honest, I think it's okay. I don't really love it, but I don't hate it either. It doesn't smell bad. It just reminds me of my dad. Kind of old school, classic. It just doesn't really excite me on the first impression. Like, it doesn't light me up. There's something a bit sharp about it too. And I don't want to say that the violet goes in like a petroleum way. I don't really think so, but there is something a little bit odd about it as it continues to dry. The scent definitely does not match this black bottle. It's still in very typical Acqua Di Gio fashion, like in this safe little box, the scent profile that they have. It still has this strong soapy vibe that is okay. Is it unique? No, I do not think so. And there is something kind of rough about it. I do prefer Dior Fahrenheit Parfum. And it does start to get a little bit more floral into the mid. And you do also start to get some of those original Acqua Di Gio facets and DNA. It's very pleasant. It's non-offensive. What I would recommend this for is the office, like a no-brainer. You're not gonna offend anyone. Very clean cut, not too interesting, like no questions asked office fragrance. But in terms of just trying to like impress people with your fragrance or to really express yourself with your fragrance, I don't think that this is it. It just kind of like blends in and gets lost. I still prefer Profondo Parfum out of the whole line. I think that it's my all-time favorite Acqua Di Gio. It's a pass for me. It's not bad, but not mind-blowing. I will say it's worth testing out in store if you like very clean, natural, like office-worthy fragrances. Kind of with a classic vibe. And I don't know if I'm just let down because of the black bottle. Like, I was expecting something more exciting, maybe a bit darker with a twist, something a bit more interesting, but really, this just smells like Acqua Di Gio Parfum mixed with Dior Fahrenheit. Wasn't very impressed. I know this is a pretty short review, but truly I don't have anything to say about it. Like, I'm completely mutual with this scent. Like, I am Switzerland. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Is it worth designer prices these days? Maybe, if you want a good office fragrance, but that's literally all I can recommend it for you. Wasn't impressed. I also did not like Acqua Di Gio Parfum, so it makes sense that I'm not that in love with this either. I would just skip over this and go for Profondo Parfum. But that was just my very, very quick rapid fire first impression review of the new fragrance from Giorgio Armani, Acqua Di Gio Elixir. Please leave a comment down below if you're interested in trying out this new flanker. I would love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.